This is Tarron with Twisted Mesquite Performance Horses. We are on a mission to create a world-class 2-year-old program that specializes in the ring cow horse. Today we're doing a video with Whiz. This is her, was this the 13th week, into the 13th week in our program. In order to help our customer achieve the goals that she wants to achieve, which is to be able to have some really nice broke horses that she can take and use outside, be able to trail ride, to be able to overnight camp, cool things like that. In order to help her achieve that, one of the things we're doing, you know, we went and put the foundation, the fundamentals on this horse in the arena, and now we're going outside and we're going to start riding this horse outside. We've taken this horse outside for the first time yesterday, so this is the second time outside. This horse is a little bit more on the reactive side, just type of horse, and so you know those are all things that we want to be cognizant of. We want to understand our horse, be able to understand, is there some things about this horse that we need to pay attention to when we are riding this horse. Now, this was something that I wanted to show when we're outside. Especially it's important when we're in the arena, when we're getting on these horses, but when we're outside especially, it's even more important. So it's when we're getting on this horse, a young horse especially, I want to make sure that this horse's feet are still. I'm not going to get on this horse if this horse is running around, trying to trot off, running around, anything like that. If a horse is like that, we need to do some more groundwork and get that horse thinking about being still rather than running off and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. There's a little story, we told it on a video before about getting drug, and we might talk about that later on. But it's happened. I've seen it happen with some other guys, and so getting on a young horse and how you do it, making sure this horse is keeping his feet still, is extremely important. So first off, this horse's feet are still, so that's good. This horse is paying attention to me. Now, when I go to get on this horse, I want to make sure my feet are in the stirrup, but I'm making sure that this horse is standing still. Now, she just kind of moved a little bit to catch her balance. We can kind of move this horse over a little bit to get her balance. So her feet are still. And right there, we're now in a good place. We're in the middle of this horse. Her feet were still. As if this horse goes to moving her feet while we're trying to get on, that is a good way to lose your balance. And if you happen to have your foot in the stirrup, that you could end up having this horse run off and getting you in a bad spot. So it's a tip that I was like, man, that'd be a good one to share right here. Just the importance of getting on and off of her. Now, as you've seen in our other videos, the first thing we did with this horse when we started her in the round pen, making sure this horse will flex and keep her feet still. That she understands when I'm flexing her, my feet are not asking her to move forward. We're supposed to stay still. And that stuff is for things like this. So we have this horse out in a new environment. We have the foundation on this horse so that we can remind her to get in a good frame of mind, to stay in a good, relaxed thinking frame of mind. If she goes to walk off without me asking her, again, I'm just gonna I'm gonna break her back down, flex her until she relaxes and keeps her feet still. See, even right there, she's thinking about walking off. She's thinking about walking off right there. She wants to go check some stuff out. It's the importance of preparation in the arena before we go. We're reminding her, we're correcting her and reminding her that we're supposed to sit right here until I ask her to go somewhere. So now that we covered that, again, this is our second ride outside. What are the things I'm going to cover? I want to make sure that this horse will walk around. She is walking around. She's staying at that walk. She's not trying to run off. If she were to try to walk off or run off, I would pull her around, break her back down to a walk. You know, we might do bending at the walk, you know, or that bending transition where we have her get soft. We break her back down to this bending transition, and she walks around here until she gets soft. And with her, it would be good. Get that freshness out of her. Different horses, you might try different things depending on the level of freshness that horse is in. Because there might be some things that horse hadn't done a whole lot of. Maybe she's not very broke. And we go back to some more basic exercise to get her back in the same frame of mind. There. Riding this horse outside is going to be a very good thing for her, where we just put some time and some miles under her feet, guide her through the trees, over and around canyons, and just different things will be very good for this horse. Allow her to have something else to focus on where she can relax and spend some time maturing. See right here, she is staying at this walk, but it is a very fast walk. I mean, she's ready to go somewhere. And so, but as long as she's in this walk, she's doing what we ask her to do. Now that I've felt all of that out, you know, I know I can get her to stop. She's staying under control. I'm just going to start walking her around. We're going to walk her through the trees. We're going to walk around and see what we can find and see what we can see. I have her at a loose rein. Now you can have those reins short if you need to, but I have her at a loose rein. The more where the whole foundation of our program is this horse is responsible for herself. We give her the tools, the time in order to learn the thing we're asking her to learn, but at the end of the day, it's her responsibility. It's her responsibility to stay at this gate we ask her to be in. Not my responsibility to hold her back. I'm not going to hold her back, try to keep her from running off. No, I'll let her make a mistake and remind her and put her back into the gate we were before. So these are the basics. These are the things we're going to work on. Being our first few rides outside with this horse, we want to make sure that this horse understands how to stay in control. She understands the rules. The rules are no different than in the arena. Now our standards are a little different because it is a new environment, as I said before. It's a new environment, so she's going to act differently. But our standards are still the same, to where she's responsible for her own feet. She's responsible for keeping herself in control or regaining control. I like that she's steering around really well. You know, she's thinking about taking off into that trot, but she hasn't. She's just sitting here walking around, allowing me to guide her. She's checking everything out. And on top of all this, it's probably about 30 degrees out here. And she's doesn't have a hump in her back or anything like that, so we're doing good. And saying that, it's kind of a standard thing that you may have with your young horses when it's that cold outside, to where you may have them little hump in their back. They may feel pretty fresh. Things such as that. For me, I understand that this horse she's thinking about trotting off. She wants to get up and go somewhere. So I may spend some more time at this walk, just like I'm doing. Spend some more time here, let her get more comfortable, and realize that this is where I'm wanting her to be. And we're just gonna steer around and see some stuff. See, she decided to trot off right there. I stopped her, backed her up, made sure she got soft, and flexed her. And we went again at that walk. So I allowed her to make the mistake. I corrected the mistake, and then I put her back into the gait that I asked her to be in. It's a lot. You know, the principle is a lot similar to people, relationships. If we micromanage, you know, there's a difference between micromanaging and not having any guidance at all. You know, we want to be a guide for this horse. We don't want to be a micromanager. You know, okay, say you're managing people. I want to be a guide. I want to set expectations. I want to set goals. This is our goal. This is where we're going. This is what we're heading towards. And allow people to make the mistake. And they make the mistake, I'm going to say, hey, you know, see that? You know, that fell short of what we're needing to do right here. You know, that fell short from what we're needing to do. And how we're wanting to achieve this. That fell short of our standards right there. And just being a guide and allowing people to make the mistakes, but also allowing them to grow, allowing them to be the person that they can be when they are able to figure things out as they go along. I mean, it's so different, these horses. So I'm allowing this horse to ride around on a loose rein. I'm just guiding this horse. I'm guiding this horse through here. Allowing this horse to make the mistake. And when she does, I'll correct her and put her back on course. But that's the only way that this horse is going to learn. And learn to be a horse that understands her job. No matter what that job is. Is that job in the arena? Is that job being a show horse? Is that job working a cow? Is that job walking, trail riding? Is that job taking care of his own feet? Okay, this horse is gonna go get rode down the trails. Okay, this horse has to be able to pay attention. She has to be responsible for her own feet. Where is she placing those feet? Is that place that she's putting that foot a good place to put it? You know, is she going to slip? Is she going to fall? Is she going to fall over on somebody? You know, those are all things that these horses, they have to be responsible for themselves, and we are guiding them rather than micromanaging. We can't micromanage these horses and expect to produce the best in these horses, in my opinion. And that same opinion applies to people, again, in my opinion. Now we've walked around quite a bit. We're just gonna kind of trot her around, guide her around. I think we spent all day yesterday, the whole ride, just walking, because she was first time out, wanted to check it all out. Neighbors had some dogs she's concerned about, so we just spent the whole day at a walk, allowing her to figure out how to control herself and reminding her. If a horse even gets too fast and you get concerned about it, you can always bring that horse back down and spend some more time at a lower gait until that horse gets that edge. And even better yet, you can put that horse's feet to work. Okay, what exercise can we work on to burn some of this extra energy? You know, can we weave this horse around some of these trees? Say horses like this one, they have a big motor. A lot of times what's worked well for me is I can put that horse to work, take the edge off energy, or take our edge off that energy, and then allow her to, and then bring her back down to a walk and allow her to collect her thoughts. And that seems to work the best for a horse that has a big motor that I've found. Putting that horse to work, allowing them to work, use that energy, and then bringing them back down to that walk or that trot where they can start thinking again. There's some horses that they think better the harder they work. You put them to work, they think better. You kind of ask them to put some more effort in. They think better. They respond better. And there are other horses that you've got to allow them to relax, calm back down in order to get them to start thinking again. So even now, okay, you see with this horse here, her walk is a lot slower. We walked her around enough to where I knew that she had control of herself. She was thinking enough for me to ask her to step up into that higher paced gait. We got her into that trot. We asked her to work a little bit, and then we brought her back down to this walk. And she's more relaxed. Her head's not as high. She's not walking as fast. She has a slower pace in her walk here. And she's thinking better. So with this horse here, it's a pretty good overview of what we've been working on the last few days. You know, the first few days of the week we were in the arena, and then we took her back outside. It would be a good, you know, some things you could always work on, those exercises that you have in the arena. Take her outside and work on them outside. A lot of times it helps that horse understand, and you can continue progressing that horse's training as you have that horse outside doing a job. So with her for today, I believe that'll be it. Just kind of showing, we wanted to just show where this horse was at, what our plan is with her for this week. Today, after we get done with the video, I'll just kind of trot her around and spend some time on her out here. That'll be our video update with Whiz, and we'll catch you on the next one.